Hey, Bob's Burgers fans, welcome to the AFTERBUZZ TV Bob's Burgers After Show, Season 7, Episode 4. They serve horse meat, don't they? The title kind of says it all. We'll be breaking down the episode and talking about all the things we liked about it in just a moment.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
We were doing a dance previously. See, this matches the Bob's Burgers thing, but we were dancing to the AFTERBUZZ intro.
Oh, yeah, it's just a lot
which,
of
yeah, it's like a unsuka like, dance, which would have made no sense with, like, the plucky, cute little Bob's Burgers theme. Yeah. Anyway, hey, guys, what's up? Welcome to the Bob's Burgers After Show here on AFTERBUZZ TV. If you have not done so already, subscribe to us on iTunes. It's great. Yeah, exactly. We love when you come watch us on YouTube. Thank you, everyone who's joining us live on YouTube. And those of you who are listening on iTunes, remember you can also check us out on YouTube so you can see our beautiful faces along with hearing our beautiful voices talk about our love of Bob's Burgers. But iTunes is a great place to go to, you know, hit that subscribe button, leave reviews, all that jazz. It's a good time, but we recommend both iTunes and YouTube. If you are watching live on YouTube, we are following along with the live chat, as well as that hashtag ABTV Bob's Burgers. Allow me to introduce my spectacular panel of experts here. Alexis Torres.
Oh, thank you. Hi, I'm Alexis Torres. You can find me where all shenanigans will ensue at aTorres, 890. That's ATORRES.
Andrew Mena.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah.
I'm Andrew Mena. Hey, what up, guys? Check me out on Twitter at Andrew Mena or on Instagram at the Andrew Mena, because I'm the only one.
Now I have a question. With your Instagram, did somebody already have your name, or you just wanted to mix it up?
Totally someone already had it.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Party to the party.
Well, fortunately, I got my name in all social media places first.
Oh, look at this social media guru.
Well, because there's only one Emma
It's
Fyffe.
true. No, there are other
Are
Emma
they?
Fyffes. I have received Facebook messages and friend requests just from other people named Emma Fyffe. It's a little strange, but anyway.
Do you have EmmaFyffe.com?
You know, I should probably buy that right away. But yes, I am Emma Fyffe. I can be found all over the internet wherever Emma Fyffes are sold at my name, Emma Fyffe, EMMAFYFFE. So this was a fairly linear episode of Bob's Burgers.
Yeah, we didn't get an A or a B.
Exactly.
It was just kind of
One story. Yeah, because I mean, a lot of the time on Bob's Burgers, it's like there's almost always an A story and a B story, sometimes even a C story, which is like just a little side thing. But even like Tina's kind of side quest to take down.
That's the B story. More
Yeah,
than anything.
exactly.
And the C story is that Teddy develops a taste for
horse meat. Yep.
I don't want to ever go past that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
pretty much,
No,
So
no.
it had to be in a C.
It's sure. Yeah, it's
It
just.
had more of a, but it was all kind of one, like there was a goal for like everybody.
Yeah, and
So,
everyone
you
was
know?
kind of united in the
Yeah.
same goal that all had to do with taking down Jack Conway. It played wonderfully by Ken Marino.
Oh my God.
I was just about to say, I loved him so much.
Oh
He
my
was
God!
So charmingly,
Oh, he was great.
Yeah,
I
was
mean,
great.
he walked. I was watching with Alexis earlier, and he appeared and he started talking. And I went, "That's Ken Marino, isn't it?"
And I was like, I want to double check when the end of the
Me
episode.
too.
And
Yeah,
we were like, yep.
that's absolutely Ken Marino. So basically, Jimmy Pesto, you know, Bob's constant arch rival.
Looking quite orange there, buddy.
Very
So
orange.
orange.
I know. I love how proud he was of his tan, by the
I
way.
was like, so
Yeah.
I was like, that Lindsay Lohan tan is something you shouldn't really be bragging about, but hey, like,
yeah.
whatever, dude.
Yeah. What did he say Jimmy Jr. looked like? Because he forgot to
He
put
looked like
on
a dog's
dog's
ding.
wiener,
He's
yeah.
a
Yeah.
dog's ding dong.
Great.
And I was like, gross.
Yeah, but it's like we saw Jimmy Jr.
Or
and
dingle, I think. Or
yeah,
something.
something like that.
Something
Yeah,
about a dick.
yeah. Not in those exact terms.
No, but he didn't.
so
yeah.
much.
But 100% that is correct. Yeah, so he basically comes in and he's like, man, we just have so much money right now because we're like
God.
saving so much
He's the worst.
using
He
this
is.
other meat distributor. And so Bob and Linda decide to get in touch with this
Just try
guy
it out. Why
and
not?
see like what the deal is.
Yeah.
And it turns out to be the very charming Jack Conway, who offers that he's going to save them like $400 a month on meat, which is huge.
I thought Linda was going to pass out. She
Yeah.
was like, huh? What?
Yeah.
$400.
That's like $500. That's literally exactly what she said.
It is, though.
It is. It is.
like
It's
that.
only $100 short, and like, you know, when you're dealing in large sums of money, what's $100?
Pretty much the same thing.
I would love to save about $400 a month.
Yes.
That sounds great.
Yes. But basically, yeah. So he claims that he has a very nice relationship with some small time humane
Vendor
farmers in Vermont.
Yeah.
As soon as he said humane farmers in Vermont, I was
Yeah.
like, something's up. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously we can tell.
You can tell from the title of the episode,
But I
yes.
was like, I really hope that this is not what it is. But it was.
Yeah.
It was.
Curses.
Yeah, yes. So he does. He brings them meat, and it turns out, of course, as we learn from Hugo and Ron, the health inspectors, that
I love that they're back.
Oh my
Even though
God!
I hate
know-
Ron with a fiery
Yeah.
passion. I'm
You-
just glad they're
Hugo.
back.
No,
Hugo. Sorry,
Yeah,
I hate
I was
Hugo.
actually,
Ron
I
is
actually was
Ron.
thinking, no, Ron is like kind of lovely, and when
Yeah.
they like
Yeah.
come in and they're like, "Oh, Hugo, why are you here?" and they're like, "Oh, hey, what's up, Ron?" And
Yeah.
Ron's like, "Hey guys," and he was like,
Shut up, Ron.
"Don't talk to them." Yeah, it was pretty great. But I was thinking, I was like, you know what? I would like love just a Ron episode.
Yeah.
Well, they did kind of, because remember we had Hugo when he went to the. I think he went on
Oh,
like that
yes,
peace
that's
retreat
right,
or whatever.
he
where he's
did.
Like, he became a nudist.
A nudist,
He became
yes.
a nudist, and Ron was just like, it's not the same. And he
Yeah.
had that like
Yeah.
Very
really
sad.
cool, hip
Yeah.
other inspector, and then he didn't like that they didn't want to hang out with him anymore. So
Yeah.
he's like, fine, I guess I'm just gonna. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not gonna go into the full
Yeah,
episode,
but like I could definitely see them doing more episodes about Ron because I think that he is this sort of interesting,
Yeah,
just
no, I think
like
he's lovely.
genuine nice guy character. In a lot of ways, like I feel like Ron and Bob might get along
know.
They would
really
totally get
well.
along.
Yeah.
Because Bob is also kind of just a normal dude with like a couple of really unhealthy obsessions.
Yeah.
One of them being cooking, which is borderline a good thing since he does own a restaurant.
Yeah, and I love that Ron actually does like Bob's
Oh yeah,
burgers.
oh he
Yeah, he
does.
does.
Yeah.
Because there was a point in time where they did that, and of course Hugo was like, "This is gross," and Ron's like, "Oh, I think it's
Pretty
pretty
good,
good."
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. No, it is. It's such a great little detail. But I mean, so what ends up happening in this episode is we see Bob in that classic scenario of Bob is kind of the most normal one out of all of his family
God.
members.
This entire
and he
thing.
is pigeonholed into a position that any other member of his family would love to do.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because basically, even though it should be the responsibility of the FDA, the health
So
inspection department,
stupid.
well, specifically Hugo,
Yeah.
decides to take it upon himself to expose Jack Conway as the fraud that he is.
The meat fraud.
Yes, meat fraud.
I love that line too, where they're like, "Oh, shouldn't this be handled by the FDA?" And he's like, "Yeah, we are way out of our jurisdiction
Yes.
here. Maybe you should tell them that. Oh,
Yeah.
we will as soon as we bust Kate Wise open."
Yeah, the
Yeah.
fact that they just own up to it, and then that the Belchers like try to use that against them later on when they're like,
Yeah.
they're like, oh, we'll just make a little phone call to the FDA and they'll shut you down. And they're like,
he was
yeah.
like, yeah.
And then we'll make a phone call to ourselves to shut you down.
And I was like, I feel like you're not listening to yourself right now, Hugo,
Yeah.
but it's okay.
Yeah. It is always really hilarious to see Hugo's like sort of vision
thought.
quests.
Yeah.
Because I mean, he's clearly a very angry little man. We know that he had a failed engagement to Linda in the past. But it was interesting to see them like cooperating
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
the Belchers instead of
Just shutting
shutting them down, because ultimately it's like what became more important to them was kind of a good thing, honestly, to expose
justice.
to
Food justice.
yeah,
justice.
exposing this guy who was committing, as they termed it, meat fraud,
Meat fraud.
Yep.
which is not when you go to the grocery store and exchange meat for items instead of money, as
thought that's what it
Louise
was.
Not
thought
the
it
same.
was. Yeah. And they. Instead, again, of like going, okay, we're going to shut you down, it's like, well, we could shut you down, or you could cooperate with us, and then we won't. So, yeah.
I loved it.
But I did like their assortment of children's toys.
What in the okay? So I loved the recorder because it reminded me, because I actually had the big version of that where it was the actual full tape, not tape recorder, but
Right.
the tape player, and
Right.
then it had a little white microphone on the end of it. Like I had that. That's so it was really weird seeing it in like a smaller version because I was like, oh my god, I still have that.
Yeah.
somewhere
That's so funny.
In my, it's so weird. My grandpa used to play all kinds of things. I used to do those Disney read-along books.
Oh yeah.
And that's when I used to play on that because the speaker was really freaking loud, but the recorder was terrible.
The little tape recorder that Bob has in his pocket where he ultimately gets the confession, like to me that reminded me so much of the Talk Boy.
Talk Boy, I was thinking that.
Yeah.
I had one of those.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that's so funny.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And they made a Talk Girl also that was pink.
It was pink.
Yeah.
Yep. I didn't get to have that one. I had the Talk
Marketing
Boy though.
strategy.
I know.
Yeah.
Even though the weird like the wire that they wanted to use for the wireless
Yes.
mic or whatever, which I was like, oh dear God.
Yeah,
it
which
reminded
was
me.
clearly like a princess
It looked like a
sing along.
Barbie.
It looked like a Barbie toy.
It
Yeah,
looked like a Barbie
exactly.
toy, and I was like, "Where's Ron getting these toys? Is he just going to
I
that toy
know.
store that we got introduced
Oh,
to? Was just buying
yeah.
toys from there?"
Also, why is Ron shaving someone with sweet and sour sauce?
Oh,
Okay.
I know.
Why was that like the?
Yeah.
It was
Is
the only thing.
Why
It
is
was the
that the
only
same
thing they had in the truck. It was the only thing they had in the truck.
Yeah,
The
but
only
also
liquid.
I'm like,
You couldn't
Bob
stop
lives
somewhere?
upstairs.
Yeah,
like he
he
could have
could-
gone and gotten some
some
actual
shaving
shaving cream.
in my brain, I'm going, can that actually work? Can you use sweet and sour
So
sauce to
tweet
shave?
at us.
Yes, if you have tried, if you after seeing this episode decide to try to substitute.
We're not asking you to do it.
No,
though.
no,
But
no.
if you do
but if
do
you
it-
do, we are not encouraging this.
We-
But if you did it,
Yeah. We
I
don't.
would like to know
Yeah.
because I'm very curious because we all know Bob's a hairy dude.
Yeah.
that's true.
So the fact that he only put like a little bit of sweet and sour and was able to shave like a good square of it, I was like, lies. I, mean, I
Yes.
know it's a cartoon, but lies.
yeah,
No,
I just want to know.
Yeah, I also want to know the logistics of it. So tweet at us.
yeah. If you try it out, let us know how it
Hashtag
works.
sweet and sour chest.
Yeah, yep, sweet and sour chest. But I did like too that
gonna be
you
my
know
band
Bob
name.
was
Oh, that's
they,
hot.
there was the whole conversation they had with Gene about Bob wearing a wire, and he's like he's rocking a wire, and they're like
rocking
no,
it.
no,
Wearing
he's
Wearing it, rocking it.
No,
I
exactly.
have a hat and I'm wearing it and I'm rocking
Yes.
it.
I loved it. It
God,
was just so
I
good.
love when Gene gets like belligerent about a thing that he thinks is right.
yes,
Like he does it so often. He's like, "Well, you can think that, but this is the truth."
yep,
Yeah, how he felt about the guacamole at the party
Yes.
today, where he was just like, his mouth was just full
Oh
of
my God.
guacamole. And I
Yeah.
was just like, oh my God.
yeah. No, I thought the party that was a good direction to take it in because the thing is that it's like Jack Conway already was like pretty charming
Yeah.
and it was like kind of adorable every time he came into
Yeah.
the
With his little
burger
song.
restaurant with the song. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like and from his perspective, he was like kind of bonding with the Belchers, or so we thought, except he apparently knew about the sting.
The whole time.
Yes.
This made me so sad.
I loved that scene though at the top of the party with the wife, the pregnant wife.
Oh my God, that,
Okay.
that
is
was
she-
so
happens
Is she
funny.
so
Is she what?
often.
Oh, is she
Is she a good driver?
a good driver?
I love. Why was that her?
And then I was like,
question?
is that a racial thing?
So it's
Is,
funny
like-
because like maybe I don't know, but like in my brain I was thinking, oh, Linda could totally do this. I don't know why they made Bob do it, but they should have Linda do it because she was so good. Like when he dropped. Oh, when he was scratching at the mic, and Linda was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
"Don't, if you don't scratch so much, because you'll
Scratch
scratch your
your
nipple
nipple
off." It's like it felt like something that they could like joke around about. And
Yeah.
even, like it didn't seem like it was that weird. Like it was
Yeah.
like, oh, a husband and wife trying to be kind of cutesy.
Right.
But like as soon as this whole situation came up, I was like, Linda, come on, girl. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on. I mean, I understand because that's a really awkward situation to be in. I've been there. I lived in San Francisco for college, and I was on the BART or the subway, and I was sitting, and it was Easter. I had that buffet. It was real good. I was having I was on my way back to my dorm because I was like, I'm gonna pass out, and this lady was just staring at me.
Right.
And I was like, why is this woman staring at me? I don't understand. And she was about to get off of the subway, so she gets up and she's like, hey. Is there a baby in there? And I was like, a food baby? And she's
Yeah.
like, oh, okay. Happy Easter. And I was like,
But it is so true, and the thing is, like,
I need to work out.
Again, it's another one of those just like situations of like Bob's Burgers, like really nailing something that happens
Yeah.
in real
I was
life
cringing the
so
entire
hard.
time.
But like, it is really that uncomfortable when you
Oh,
like
yeah.
look at someone and you're like, are they? Oh, I want to say congratulations
Yeah.
if it is, but if it's not,
Then it's
then
an
it's
insult.
I always wait. I always wait until like, oh man, I can't wait to see my feet again or something like.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like belligerently like I'm pregnant.
Yes.
And you're like, Congratulations!
Yep, congrats.
I know I waited like
I got the green flag, you guys.
Ooh.
Happy pregnancy.
happy pregnancy. Happy being with
I'll
child.
sweat.
Yeah. But I also loved that led sort of to like Bob's moral dilemma of like, oh, that's so great that
With
you're bringing new life
growing
into the
family
world,
you
growing
need to
family.
Can we talk about Tina though? Like she was just
so
on
ready.
fire the entire episode.
She was great.
And then I were losing our minds at the first moment of like, he has those things have horse meat in it. And it's like, it's okay, sweetie, it's okay. And I love how Linda just jumped on it. She was like full mom, and she was like, honey, it's okay, everything's gonna be fine. I loved how the like we never really saw animations of their mouths, but I love that we took the time to sit there and like fully animate her mouth.
The way it like gyrates around.
And she's like, there you go, there's my girl, there she is.
Well, I mean, this episode set up the like perfect moral dilemma for Tina because we know that Tina
Oh my God.
loves horses so much,
Obsessed.
but I loved at the party when we got to see the conflict between her love of horses and her love of Jimmy Jr.
Oh, and he's all hot, and she's like,
But I love how he was like putting on like sunscreen because it hurt, but like to her it seems really sexual.
Yeah.
But to him, he's like, oh, sweet Christmas. Oh, God.
Right,
Oh, God.
right, because he's supposed to already be really sunburnt because he didn't put on sunscreen when they were on vacation. But
he was a different shade.
Keep focused. Keep your head in the game. You have a goal. You have a mission. You have to do this.
yes.
You missed a spot, Jimmy Jr.
Yes.
Just like,
Just her little arms down run.
Yeah. But then she also but then we saw that dilemma sort of continue, like as she's like
hot dog.
as she's like rubbing sunscreen onto Jimmy Jr., but also simultaneously being like, hot dog. Oh no, did they make that with his meat? Why? Just whacks it out of his hand.
I love both of the times when she whacks that hot dog out of his hands.
And Jimmy Jr. is so upset.
The second time it hits the window and just sticks there. I love that.
I love how he just was so angry. Like, Tina!
Yes.
I just want to eat something.
Well, there's not a hair on this one, so.
Yeah.
In her like little flimsy excuse.
Too good.
With a big hair. I was like, this is so silly.
Yeah, it
I
is.
loved it.
It is.
Tina was on point. I love that we didn't really get much of Louise and Gene, even though Gene trying on goggles over his chest was adorable.
Yeah.
But I liked that they were still in it.
Right. Yeah,
You know?
I totally agree with you. Yeah. We got just enough to be like, oh, good, the whole family's here, but we really did keep the focus on Bob and also Linda supporting Bob in this, endeavor to try to pull off this sting.
I love that point of where after she calms down Tina, she goes back to Bob and immediately like puts her hands on Bob. 'Cause most of the time she'll just kind of stand there and just kind of look worried, but like, she immediately knew, oh my God, this could end our career.
Right.
And that was just really nice. Like, obviously it's not like a big deal, but I love that little itty bitty kind of thing that they did for
I
us.
also totally appreciated that they didn't just have Hugo come in and be like, all right, well, you're shut down.
That's exactly. I mean,
It could have been that.
It could have been.
I was really worried actually at the top that it was going to be that. I actually didn't read the title, so I didn't know the horse thing too until the reveal. I was like, oh, what? Ken Marino, but why?
But I liked it because if that was the case and they decided, if they decided to like, oh, I'm just going to shut you down, then Bob and Linda would have had to figure it out. Like, they could have gone in that direction, but I like that Hugo and Ron were like, no, well, we want to shove it in the FDA's face, so we'll help you this one time.
Yeah, well, and I love too that Hugo and Ron were like, when Bob was like, doesn't Jimmy Pesto buy from the same supplier? And they were like,
yeah, but he buys the cheap stuff.
Yeah, but he buys the cheap stuff, and he's dumb.
So I love how everybody in town understands that Jimmy Pesto is dumb, but it doesn't matter because they're just like, he's just an idiot. He's like the village idiot. We're still gonna entertain him, but
I love
we all
that
know.
one of his number one reasons why Bob was a failure was that there was no karaoke at his restaurant.
That's the measure of greatness.
Yep.
Is if you go karaoke in your restaurant.
Yeah.
That's so silly.
Come on.
Yeah, but I liked that they were like, oh, Jimmy Pesto, he's an idiot. There's no way he can pull this off. We're totally going to use you. And then they're like, he's worse than we thought.
I love that it was Ron that said that too. It wasn't Hugo. It was great.
Also some Ron love. I love that when he's like, put it in his pocket, Ron. And then he's like, I can put it in my own pocket. He puts it in. Ron goes, not bad.
Yeah. I was like, so I wanted to know if Ron would do it differently.
Yeah, he's like, that's good for him. But.
Yeah, it's funny because I feel like a lot of, sort of the schemes that Ron and Hugo get up to are very much masterminded by Hugo, which isn't to say that Hugo probably wasn't the driving force behind this, but it seemed like Ron was like pretty essential in the actual execution of it.
Yes.
Which was really fun to see because you know.
It was just nice to see Ron more involved in the
Yeah,
scheming.
yeah. As I
instead
said,
of just
doing
kinda
stuff.
that's what it makes me want to see another like totally Ron-centric episode.
I would love to see, I'm so curious as to like if we could, would it exist without Hugo? Would it be like, oh, Bob and Ron are becoming friends, like, and they can't be, and they can't be friends because Hugo doesn't want it.
Right, it's like a Romeo and
that would be a
Juliet kind of
great-
story.
That would be
really
a
fun.
great episode. I would
Yeah.
love that. And Ron's just like, or you could see Hugo just like turning the light on at like in their van or like
Yeah.
at their apartment or something, like if they lived in the same building.
Yeah,
And he was
that'd
just
be
like,
super fun.
hey, or like their office.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, where were you? Just hanging out.
Yeah, and
Just
he's
getting,
the, like,
getting a bite to
cheating
eat from
like
Bob's
scene.
Burgers. I saw you. And it would just be really funny.
Yeah.
That would be
You
awesome.
smell like beef.
Yes.
33% beef. The kind used in Bob's Burgers or whatever.
And just Hugo just being upset.
He would totally know.
Yes,
Yeah.
unlike the what was it like USDA certified Angus beef or something like that they basically needed to get a recording of Jack saying on his own in order
Yeah.
for them to like
But I
fully
love
expose
how
him.
Bob was like, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna get really
Yeah.
close to your face.
Yes.
He got his hip like up in
Please.
his.
Yeah, like literally up in his nose, and he's just like,
Yep. Yeah, Bob's not very subtle. Let's put it that way.
subtlety.
No,
Not
and I love how
Bob.
like he is technically the normal one of the group, but there are just certain days where you're like, Bob, that was real
Well,
strange.
It's any time that he's put into like an awkward situation where he has to take the lead in it. There are so many times that his kids are in awkward situations and he kind of gets to be the outlier or come in and solve it. But when he is like the leading man in an awkward situation,
so
he cannot
bad.
handle it.
He's just like,
shuts
I don't know
down.
what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that slip and slide action.
Oh
though,
man. Oh, and when he like just went for it.
Oh, I loved
I'm
that.
so proud of him. I've never been on a slip and slide before, so I don't even know
What?
what
What?
that feeling. Yeah.
Girl.
My parents and my family always thought it was super dangerous, so they're like,
Well, it kind of is.
yeah. So they were like, no.
Did you see what happened to Bob? He got stuck in a
It's
bush.
true. He's like stuck in a bush and tried to throw
That's
the
the best case scenario.
tried to throw the tape recorder to Hugo.
Yeah.
Oh, can we talk
I'm not
about
good at catching
things? And just kind of like.
Oh,
But I love how like Jack was so happy. He's like, yes, it's been
Yeah.
ruined. Oh, the tape seems fine.
Yeah.
Oh, dang it.
Yep. Well, fortunately, as you say, the tape was all right, so they are actually able to expose Jack. And the thing that I kind of liked is, like, Jack was so nonchalant
Yeah.
through the whole thing. Like, even when he was chasing Bob down, it was like scary because he was still pretty like chill.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love how his invitation to talk to Bob to show him that was to show him, was it Scat?
Scott.
Yeah.
Scott.
Scott.
I loved that.
And he's
Oh
like,
my-
hey, have you, I love it because his eyes went really narrow and he's like, hey, do you like ska?
ska?
And he's like, what? And then he does the typical thing of just turning up the music and
Turns
he's like,
it really loud.
I know about this thing.
And
I
then
was
he
like, oh my God.
and then he kissed his ear, right?
Oh yeah, and he's like, that's my ex.
Yeah.
That
So
killed
good.
me. That was
Yeah.
the point where I was
Yeah.
like, I'm dying.
But I mean, he was not deterred by the fact
He came
that he was losing his business.
Like, it's so Ken Marino for that.
Yeah,
kind of thing to be
I know.
They're like, oh yeah. I'm gonna stay out of jail, but there were some fees.
Yeah.
yeah, I had some fines I had to
Yeah, they
pay.
were like, shouldn't you be in like meat jail or something?
Tina was still upset. But I love
Yeah.
also
I
we forgot
know.
to talk about is that Tina was like, like here's your glass of water. I didn't order that. Oh no, it's just
Oh,
I'm about
yes.
to fall it down.
Yeah.
And he like falls on his
On the
shoe.
Right.
shoes.
Well, because originally she threatened to like kick him in the shins
The first thing
repeatedly.
she said she wanted to punch him in the face
Over and over and
Like,
over,
oh
and
my
then
God,
and Linda's like,
Tina.
it's okay, Tina, it's okay, shh, it's alright,
Yeah.
it's okay.
Well, Tina feels very passionately about horses, so I understand.
Her best imaginary friend is a horse.
That's very
Played by
true.
Paul Rudd.
Yes.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, but yeah, I was almost like Ken Marino, but it's Jack Conway. In the end, decides that he's now gonna just write a book about
About what happened? I thought that was such a strange
about the
turn.
unfair meat trade. Like,
Yeah.
I was
don't know if
very
it's like
confused.
a specific reference or
maybe
what
I
it is.
missed it.
Yeah, I
But maybe
don't
it's
know.
just that this guy's really nonchalant about
yeah,
everything.
Friday
Night Meat.
I love
yeah.
that
That's right,
entire
and yeah,
thing that they were talking about of just like I don't get it.
And
Did
they're like,
anyone-
oh, Dad's not really a football fan. And he's
So I
like,
was like,
no.
Was it supposed to be Friday Night Lights?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
Meat? Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
And I was
I
like-
didn't watch Friday Night Lights.
Yeah, neither did I, but I knew the reference, but it was just
Okay.
kind of like, Why though?
That's
Why
what I
did you
thought,
choose
but
that?
Yeah.
But okay, I mean, if you really like that movie and TV show, that's
And now
fine.
I'm like trying to find the parallel between Jack Conway's
I can't.
fraudulent meat business and actual Friday Night Lights.
I have to. I mean, again, I haven't watched the show, so maybe there was something in there that maybe we missed. I don't know. If anybody knows, please tweet
Was
it
Ken
to
Marino
us.
on Friday Night Lights?
That would be really funny.
I don't
if he
know.
was.
I've seen the movie. He's not in the
Uncredited?
movie,
Okay.
but yeah.
Maybe the TV show.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't
All I
seen
know
it.
is they filmed in Austin. I don't know where the TV show takes place, but the movie takes place in Odessa, Texas. And the first time I saw the movie, I was in Odessa, Texas.
Shut up! Are you
Oh.
serious? That's crazy. I love it when that happens.
I really
man.
want to eat a Tombstone pizza in Tombstone and watch the movie Tombstone.
Yep. Yeah, man,
that'd
that's
be
like
really
a
fun.
triple Tombstoneception.
Oh my
That's what I'm
God,
saying,
that's
man.
so cool.
Speaking of food, since we were talking about Tombstone pizzas, there were many burgers
Oh
of the
my
day.
God,
Oh,
there's
there's
so
so
many
many
burgers
good
in this
today.
episode.
Before we get into that, while you're bringing that up, we also had So-So, the average needle point supplies.
Yes.
And we had our van, which I had it up here earlier.
Oh, the like
I see
exterminator
London.
van.
Yeah, I see London. I see ants. Was the exterminator.
that's good. I like
Nice,
that one.
nice.
But yes,
yeah, I
please.
got. Let's see. I got do fry for me, Argentina. I know what you did last summer, squash. The chili Wonka burger.
I love that.
The
Nice.
corned identity burger. The tangled up in blueberry burger.
Oh, I like that one.
And when Harry met salami.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's so many
Yeah,
this
there
time.
were. Actually, the hilarious thing is, okay, so corned identity burger and tangled up in blueberry burger were actually in the same shot.
Were they?
So what happened was they were talking to Jack at the counter, and then they cut away. And when they went back, the tangled up in blueberry was
Shut
up
up, are
there.
you serious? Is
So
that why it felt
technically,
like there was more than...
technically that's a blooper.
There's a
Yep,
burger
yep.
ghost.
So I think some
man.
scenes ended up getting cut together that ended up on the
Interesting.
cutting room floor.
Oh,
so, yep, yep,
Nikes.
yep.
Because like usually we only have like maybe like 4. You
Yeah,
know, but
there
I was
were a
counting. I was
lot.
like 1, 2, 3,
and you
4,
could
5,
even see
6.
and you could even see the tail end of another burger
couldn't
in a
see
couple shots, and just all you could see was EL, so I'm assuming it was some sort of pretzel burger.
Yeah.
So there was it was interesting to see like there's some animation frames that definitely got cut out of this. So
Or if they were like purposely trying to change up every single burger
I don't
of the
know.
day for this
I
episode.
don't know.
I need to keep
the
track of
mystery
that.
will remain unsolved until the next time we discuss Bob's Burgers
Heck
here
yeah.
on AfterBuzz TV, which will not be next week. It will be the week after that. We've been pretty consistently on an every other week schedule.
It's true.
But after the 20th, there will be another episode on the 27th. So, yay! Actually, I think there's going to be 2 episodes on the 27th. So, it is going to be a rockin' good time. So, again, won't be here next week, but we will be here the week after that. In the meantime, Alexis, where can people find you on the internet?
You can find me all over social media as atorres890. That's ATORRES 890. Check back with me on Wednesdays for for Lethal Weapon. That's happening this week. We were off last week, but we're also off for Timeless. If you're a fan of that, on Monday nights, no episode this week. Definitely next week for sure. And then Supernatural on Thursdays. for sure.
Woo! Andrew!
I'm Andrew Mena. You can find me on Twitter at Andrew Mena or on Instagram at the Andrew Mena. And also, look me up on Google. Why not?
Google.
Yeah, if he's the first person that comes up as Andrew Mena, then you'll
Then
know
I've-
he's
then
doing
I've
his
done
job
okay.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's done fine. And I'm Emma
Tweet at me
Fyffe.
if I did it.
Yeah. No, all good. I'm Emma Fyffe. I can be found all over the internet at my name, Emma Fyffe. You can also find me on a bunch of shows here at AfterBuzz TV. Stick around. We have Ash vs. Evil Dead coming up
Yeah.
right now, and with a special guest star, Ted Raimi. So it's going to be a great time. Also, be sure to check out the Star Wars Rebels after show on Tuesdays at 6 o'clock p.m. And if you follow me on Twitter, you'll know everything I'm doing because I tweet way too much. Thanks again so much to everyone who joined us. Remember, if you tried out sweet and sour sauce,
Yes, tweet at us. I want to
tweet at
know.
us.
that's what
I
was
wanna
We
know.
gotta
was
know.
it sweet and sour chest?
Sweet and sour chest.
And also use that hashtag ABTV Bob's Burgers to talk to us until next time, and we will see you in 2 weeks.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.